Hello community. So I just wanted to come on and share this timelessly update as we approach the end of the year, and I wanted to share some astrological themes, energies, and some revelations that are really going to come forth for the year of 2024. And I also wanted to share that if you're wanting to dive deeper into your own astrological chart and how these specific energies and big major transits and planets will affect your chart personally, then please reach out, as I am offering readings in 2024, and it's absolutely beautiful. And one of the most beautiful gifts that you can gift yourself is an astrological reading in the beginning of the year to kind of give you an overview of your year for 2024, and then I always suggest doing another reading 6 months later, or really whenever you really are needing a reading. But it's such a beautiful way to kind of just look into the energies and some of the challenges and some of the major themes, obstacles that will present itself for you with your own unique chart for 2024. So I have done some research. I've actually made some beautiful notes in my gold book, and I really want to offer this beautiful transmission with what we can expect for 2024. And I think it's pretty obvious to know as well that we live in a universe which is in constant flux and constant change, and we truly are the creators of our own reality. And you know, whatever I share, we can also, as a collective, as an individual, decide to make a change. And so none of these predictions are actually set in stone. They're merely just advice. And these are pretty much the major themes and energies that most of the astrologers are talking about. Different astrologers may just interpret it according to their lens, according to their spiritual development in their own way. There's no right or wrong. It's just a different lens and perspective. So 2024, first of all, if you're into numerology, if you add all the numbers of 2024 and you get to one single digit, it will equal 8. Yay! And 8 in tarot is the strength card. It's the lion, you know, it's that beautiful regal power. And it is also the infinity sign, right? So it's of prosperity and abundance. Nonetheless, as well, 2024 is going to be a pivotal year. It is going to be a very, very different year. So, you know, these last 4 years have been very challenging and intense for all of us. And this particular year is going to be very different compared to all the other years. And this is a year of collective mass awakening. There's going to be many opportunities, and it is also going to be revolutionary. We are really stepping into a new epoch. This is us moving through the birth canal and coming really into this age of Aquarius. So we are really stepping into a gigantic portal of a new beginning, a new epoch, and this really is the age of Aquarius. And this is where a lot of spirituality and technology is really going to be infused, and we're really shifting our complete whole paradigm into more of one that is based on individualism and personal growth, and we're really moving away from this and unplugging ourselves from this oppressive mental matrix. So the old is still crumbling and shattering down while the new is emerging. So Aquarius, if you look at the glyph of Aquarius, it is a little electro wave, right? It goes up and down like this, and it's got two underneath each other. And that is actually frequency, or it's a sound wave. That is electricity. And so this year and this coming into the age of Aquarius is a lot to do with frequency, energy, and vibration. As you can hear, the excitement in my voice and in my being is because I work with sound, with frequency, with vibration, with the voice. And you know, many people have predicted that sound will be the medicine of the future as it was in our past. And we know that life has cycles, and there's always this coming back. And so we're going to start to remember and really come to deep understanding of how everything is frequency, energy, and vibration. This is the law of vibration. And we're really going to come to understand that on quite a visceral level, somatic level, and more in our awareness, and how we actually now create and interact and manifest through the world with this type of awareness and knowledge. So one of the important questions to ask is, how are you entering into 2024? So what frequency are you entering into 2024? So if you are bringing more fear, more angst, more doom and gloom, this will perpetuate and bring more of that frequency. So where attention goes, energy flows. It's so simple. And if we are on the timeline of community, prosperity, love, compassion, this positive timeline, realizing that yes, we have challenge too, but we dive in, we get ourselves dirty, we get ourselves into the mud, we learn, we grow, and then we transform. That's the type of growth that I'm talking about with this new timeline. And that's the kind of energy that we want to go in with this enthusiasm. Then, where attention goes, energy flows, that's the type of energy that we'll be bringing into the year. So we cannot escape these fundamental universal laws that everything is frequency and vibration and energy. And we are going to become this is going to become more and more apparent, and we're going to be coming to deeper in understanding. So what energy are you bringing into 2024? What energy do you want to harness, cultivate, and bring with you into 2024? So really some of the key values words that I really want to bring in for 2024, particularly astrological wise, is community. We are not going to be able to navigate this world without community. So it's really important that you begin to find your tribe. That your tribe that aligns with your values, with your mission, with your vision, with your dreams. And really it's also, this age of Aquarius, as much as it's about individualism and being unique and different, it is then also working with the greater good of the community, and so interdependence, right? So still keeping your own individualism, your own unique fire, your own mission, vision, but bringing that into the community, bringing your mission gift, so everybody is able to live their own true purpose and their own calling in a community. So the values for 2024 is community, integrity, love, this universal love truth with a capital T, interdependence, and innovation. So these really are the values: community, integrity, love, truth, interdependence, and innovation. So 2024 is also going to be a pretty fast year. If you thought 2023 was like, where did that year go? 2024 is on the same track, because we have Pluto, which is going to be moving into Aquarius, and Aquarius is an air sign. Air is quick, sharp. We also have Jupiter moving into Gemini, and Gemini is also very quick, sharp, sociable, also in air. So our 2024 year is going to be quite eventful and dynamic, quick, lots of information, quite sociable, and therefore it's going to be so imperative that we keep our center, that we keep and stay connected to the here and now and to our bodies. Gemini has a tendency to go up into the mind, into the higher realms, to kind of get scatty, overwhelmed. Keep coming back into the body, into the lower regions of your body, into your hips, into your pelvis, into your center line, right? Into that deep, strong center line. So nervous system regulation is going to be key. And what do I mean by nervous system regulation? Is keeping our nervous systems out of fight, flight, freeze. And this may involve, various ways to regulate your nervous system through somatic experiencing, breath work, through movements. Very much my work that I do around the nervous system is around vocal somatics. So if you are interested in some of my work around the nervous system, I do run mentorship programs as well. Then also mindset. So really understanding, as I said, this idea of everything is frequency, vibration, and maybe posting little post notes around your house reminding you of certain things like, I am abundant, I am prosperous, having an accountability partner, forming communities where you can be accountable, and maybe having a coach. These are different ways of how you can keep your mental health and emotional, physical, spiritual health in check. And as I said, we cannot do this journey alone. We need support. So, and this also goes to very much so the mothers. As we've said, it takes a community to raise a child, but it also takes a community to support a mother. And I know this so well. We mothers may have a tendency to take everything on. We need a lot of self-care, nervous system regulation, a community to support us. And that also goes for a lot of other people as well. So this is also, by the way, it's the year of the dragon. So we've got some of this beautiful mystical dragon energy, right? The fire, the enthusiasm. The dragon stands for some of the words in Chinese astrology. It's lucky. It means good fortune. It's resilient. It's strength. It's that warrior energy. It is also a leader. So where are you, your own leader in your own life? It's about authority and sovereignty. So 2024 is very much that beautiful dragon energy. So you may want to call upon or work with the dragon. Right, then when we come into the beginning of 2024, on the 30th of December, we have Jupiter going direct. So Jupiter's been going retrograde, and on the 30th of December, it goes direct, which is in its natural motion, which is great. And on the 1st of January, Mercury also goes out of retrograde and moves direct. Then on the 27th of January, Uranus will also go direct. So that's already 3 planets. Jupiter moves direct, Mercury and Uranus. And then on the 4th of January, we have Mars entering into Capricorn. And Mars, which is about action, it's our drive, it gets things done, it takes initiative, it's action orientated, it's goal driven. And in the sign of Capricorn, which Capricorn is about building a legacy, being resourceful, it's about starting a project slow and steady and consistently. It is a cardinal earth sign, so it also propels things to get into motion. And then we have Mars in that planet, so this is a beautiful time with all these planets going direct and Mars in Capricorn to really just give that year, that January, like a real oomph. So we're really going into the year with quite some momentum, some positivity, and we're going to be quite resourceful, and we're really going to want to actually envision our dreams and really come clear on what it is that we are wanting to bring forth and to birth into this world. And so I have also created a very special online event. If you have not registered, you can register. This is an event that will happen on the 31st of December and the 4th of January. And it's a beautiful way to bring in the new year. And there are also replays available if you cannot make it live. So if you are tired of the old traditional ways of goal setting and manifesting and blah, 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 or you kind of start something at the beginning of the year and then it just kind of dies out, okay, I am offering you something that's really an ancient practice that our ancients partook in when it came to visioning and birthing their dreams. And so we're going to create a sigil, and this sigil is where you create your own glyph or symbol of what it is that you're wanting to manifest in a very creative symbol or design. And so if you're quite interested, I'm going to guide you through that process. It's really, really beautiful. We also use the consonants and the vowels, which we know that the consonants and the vowels in the word is creation. As I speak, I am creating. In the beginning was the word, right? That is frequency, energy, vibration, and that's creation. And so we're going to be working with some vowels and consonants in the sigil making. And then on the 31st of December, so the first day is actually a beautiful sound frequency event where I'm going to guide you through a beautiful sound journey using specific frequencies. We're going to tap into the frequency of the crown, which is the connection to spirit, to source. And we're going to attune our bodies, our nervous systems into the right energetic frequency. So we're going to become our vision before we actually do the creation part and make the sigil. So if you're interested, I will also post the link below for you to join that. It is also all by donation. All right, so that is the energy for January, just really stepping into 2024. And my beautiful offering, if you're really wanting to really harness this time and energy, please join my Manifest Your Dream 2024 online event. It's a 2-day online retreat. Right, moving swiftly along. I now want to speak about the eclipses. Okay. Now, this last eclipse that just happened on the 21st of December of 2023, I did share an email. We had a mass fire in my village that's literally spread. Thank goodness all of us are safe. And obviously a lot of animals did die, and feinbos and nature, but you know, seasons and cycles in nature remind us that there is this death and rebirth process. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because this fire broke out on the last solar eclipse. And so solar eclipses bring sometimes drastic change. And the fire, if we think about the fire element, this fire element is about transformation, change. It's the phoenix that rises. I named my daughter Phoenix. It's the fire that rises from the ashes that brings about transformation. And so eclipses bring transformation, change, often sometimes sudden and shocking. And so we're going to have eclipses again in 2024. And if you're wanting to obviously know where the eclipse is moving through in your chart and what area in your chart it is affecting specifically, maybe the eclipse is going through your career and you have a sudden drastic change in career, right? This is what the eclipses can bring. Maybe the eclipse is going through your relationship house. Then you might have an ending, or maybe there's a sudden meetup of somebody new. So eclipses are not necessarily all doom and gloom. They can also be sudden, real, amazing things that can happen, depending how you view it. So the eclipses that we'll have, there will be the first one will be on the 25th of March, which is a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Okay, so the next eclipse is going to be on the 8th of April, and this will be a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Okay, and then we're going to have on the 17th of September a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, and then on October 2nd a new moon eclipse in Libra. So I just really wanted to speak about this Aries Libra axis, because they're opposite one another, is collectively, right, the eclipses of this Aries and Libra is really bringing in us a purification, an up-leveling around relationships. So you may experience some relationship ending, right, in either love, intimate relationships, or friendships. But friendships in general are really going to come up for you to view and to look at where perhaps maybe you been overextending yourself, where have you been people pleasing, and really inviting you to step more into the Aries qualities of, I am an individual, I have my own needs, my own values, and what is also important to me, and taking that initiative around being your own leader, sovereignty, authority. So this year for 2024 is really a cleansing and purifying of relationships that no longer serve, inviting those that do, and looking at in areas of our life of where we need to actually have better boundaries, where do we need to be a leader in our own right and be an authority in our own right. And as I said, if you're wanting to have your own chart read, then where these eclipses will move specifically for you, I would love to read your chart. Then the big deal which you probably have all heard about, is Pluto enters into Aquarius, right? Finally. This is the age of Aquarius. Woohoo! So in 2023, we only had a little taster and a flavor. For 3 months, we had Pluto in Aquarius. Now for 2024, we're going to have 9 months. And I just want to just also point out to the 9 months, right? A woman is pregnant for 9 months. So really, 2024 is going to be birthing something innovative, unique. It is going to be, like I said, a year that is going to be a year that is so different and so exciting, but also shattering as well. So we're going to have Pluto in Aquarius for 9 months. And finally, then Aquarius will move into, so Pluto will move into Aquarius on the 20th of November for up until the 8th of March 2043. So that is a long time that Pluto is in Aquarius. So this is a big deal. Why? Because Aquarius stands for truth with a capital T. It stands for humanitarian, freedom, human rights, giving power back to the people, being unique, embracing your quirks. It is about frequency. Everything is frequency with Aquarius. There's also going to be mastery of our thoughts. As I said, Aquarius is air. Aquarius is also able to, it's focused more on the future. It's a seer. It can see into the future and make predictions. Astrologers are very much have this Aquarian traits because they like to dive into the future and look at the planets and make predictions. Aquarius also is the expansion of consciousness. And some other words is innovation. Aquarius is all about innovation, technology, science, healing. And so for the next 21 years, as I said, Pluto in Aquarius will be from November the 19th, 2024 to March the 8th, 2043. You can expect some paradigm shattering obliteration. And I'm very excited about this because, as I said, the old structures and ways of doing things need to come down. They haven't been serving. They've been serving for its time, but now there's a new revolution, a new way. And that is interdependence, that is community, that is innovation, right? That is love. That is truth with a capital T. That is integrity. Those are some of the values that I mentioned. And so, yeah, Pluto is about visiting the underworld. Pluto is about power. Pluto is about deep transformation, and it's in Aquarius. So all these Aquarius qualities like quantum physics, innovation, frequency, you can expect flying cars, perhaps space travel. There is going to be a lot of change in the way that we travel. And a lot of change around technology. I mean, just look at ChatGPT, AI. And I know a lot of people have a lot to say about it, but if it is used in truth, integrity, love, innovation, community for the greater good, then we have nothing to worry about. We must remember that this technology was created by us. And we must remember that when it comes to, you know, human reasoning and, you know, our direct connection to source and channeling, that is something that, you know, and these various qualities of emotions that we can feel, empathy, that is something that we cannot give over to a computer. It's just not possible. So also wanted to speak also about Aquarius. Aquarius is also very much about the youth, okay? So we are going to be seeing a lot of our youth coming up into the light and bringing such beautiful innovations that a lot of our older, mature society and people are going to want to fund and help these children and work with them, because we know that our future generations are the future. Even if I look at my daughter, you know, wow, I'm so amazed at their own awareness and consciousness that they bring to the world. And we really are there to nurture and to hold our children so they can truly bring out their gifts. So we're also going to obviously see digitalization of currency. And it's going to be mainly decentralized, right? Because Aquarius is very also rebellious and does not want to conform to any rules or to any rules. It wants to kind of create its own unique way and based on freedom and truth and sovereignty. So there's no ways that it's not going to be decentralized, and cash as we know it is going to be obsolete. I mean, it's already obsolete. So new ways of money and the way we engage and exchange will be very completely different. So I also just wanted to make mention. So we have Pluto in Aquarius for 9 months of 2024. I will provide you with the dates, all the dates of these transits below the email, below this video. But I wanted to make mention that we're going to have Pluto shift back out of Aquarius and go retrograde into Capricorn at this 29 degrees of Capricorn. And so when in astrology, those very last degrees, 29, 30 degrees, those last degrees is what we call the critical degrees. And it's really intense. That's when the energies are really magnified and expanded. And so whenever we're on that degree and we're transitioning into the new sign, it generally brings up a crisis. So as I said, Capricorn is about the old system, banking, governments, businesses. It's just like this old paradigm, right? And so there's going to be a lot more crumbling and shattering of this old system. So just know that it has to get messy before it becomes more enlivened and more balanced. That's just the nature of just even how nature works, right? There's a massive storm, a fire, it burns out everything, but then new life emerges. So it has to break down. It has to come into the ashes before it can transform into this beautiful phoenix. So just know that we're going to, for 4 months of 2024, this 29 degree of Capricorn is really going to create quite a crisis in big banks, corporates, and in the way that we operate the world, media, technology, all of that. And yes, it's going to bring up a lot of like also upheaval. There may be some, some riots, but really people stepping up for human rights, for truth, for sovereignty. Right, then moving on for April. April's quite a big month. As I said, I'm kind of just giving broad kind of strokes of what the year will entail. But on the 8th of April at 2024, as I mentioned, there is the eclipse. And it is a lunar eclipse. Sorry, it's a solar eclipse, a new moon solar eclipse in Aries on April the 8th at 19 degrees Aries, which is going to be conjunct Chiron. So this eclipse is conjunct Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. So this is going to be a massive collective healing. It is also going to invite you to do your own personal healing. So again, wherever Aries is in your chart is really where change, transformation, and healing is going to happen for you. If you want to have your chart read, please come and chat to me. And this is the kind of last time that this is going to be in this Aries Libra axis. So a very, very, very important and big eclipse, the 8th of April, solar eclipse in Aries conjunct Chiron. Big collective healing and personal healing for yourself. And what you feel, you heal. So let's really make the most of this opportunity. Then we're going to have Jupiter. A lot of astrologers have been speaking about this. We're going to have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus on the 20th, 21st of April. This is quite a big deal. Steve Jobs was born with a Jupiter conjunct Uranus, and just have a look what Steve Jobs brought to the world. So the last time that Jupiter was conjunct Uranus in Taurus was in 1941, and this was when we were right in the middle of World War I. So generally, we always history kind of repeats itself. Not saying that we're going to have another World War I, but this is a time that's going to be, there's going to be big shattering of beliefs, expanded awakening, because Jupiter is the planet, is the sky god. Uranus is the god, the sky god for electricity, for lightning, the god of lightning, and Jupiter expands. So if you can imagine like a magnifying glass, so if you look through a whatever you're shining that magnifying glass on, it expands. So Jupiter sometimes will not just shine on the positive and wonderful things and make those more prosperous, but it can also shine on and magnify the things that you hide or suppress. Okay? And then we have this Jupiter expanding Uranus, and Uranus is about the rebel, right? Uranus is quick, sudden changes. Uranus is about individualism, technology, aviation, and so you bring Jupiter. Jupiter's just going to expand more of these Uranus qualities. So that's why I said there's going to be a big awakening, like shattering of beliefs. Jupiter is about beliefs. Jupiter learns through knowledge, and then you bring this Uranus. There's going to be like quick. You may experience something that's like a big, quick realization, like a sudden shock and awareness that changes you for life. It's going to be think about quantum leaping. Jupiter in Uranus is quantum leaping, peak experiences in consciousness, and living with more joy and optimism and innovation. As I said, Uranus also brings this quality of frequency, so you can expect to see quantum leaps in like innovation and the way that we work with sound, frequency. You might see a lot more technology coming in, sound technology that can cure cancer and other various forms of disease. Then, so that is April. Then we move into May. So May, we have Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, growth, learns through knowledge, moves into the sign of Gemini. As I said, Gemini, fast, quick, mutable air, sociable. And so Jupiter moving into Gemini can bring an overwhelm of information. It can also expand social media. So we may see like new forms of social media coming out. We may also see new forms of internet, not just the internet that we know, but different internets, maybe decentralized internet. Jupiter in Gemini, as I said, it's got a lot to do with the mind, with thinking. This could really also bring about a lot more mental illnesses and dis-ease because of the overwhelming of information and technology. As I said, Gemini is very, very busy. Gemini is the twin. It's not, I want you to take out the word or, you know, if you had to say it's this or that. With Jupiter and Gemini, it's and. So I can do this and I can do that. And so, as I said, there may be an overwhelm of knowledge, of information, of knowledge, of social media, of being social, of community, because Gemini is very quick, curious, wants to learn different things. And so again, to remind you to keep your center. So in May, Jupiter moving into the fast, quick Gemini, really also bringing a lot new ways of how we communicate. Right, then lastly, we have Neptune for the whole of 2024 is in the sign of Pisces at this 29 degrees. So it's also at that very, very last degree before it births. I think it's around 2025 only. But Neptune has been in Pisces for 14 years. That's a pretty long time. And now it's at this analytic degree, this last degree of Pisces. And so if you are feeling like the end of the world is happening, it is. But it's not the end of the world as we know it. It is actually the birth of a whole new beautiful way of being, of living, that is more regenerative, connected to love, beauty, compassion, truth, that's woven into working with nature's principles, with the elements. And this is what we're moving into. So yes, this final degree can feel like we're dying, that we're like in this birth canal, but know that we're being reborn. And this Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees is also bringing this mass spiritual awakening, because Neptune is very whimsical, very spiritual. Pisces as well, very much connected to spirit, oneness, no boundaries, connected to all that is one. So finding yourself connected to creativity, losing yourself in art, in different ways of expressing, in dancing, anything that's artistic is a beautiful way to transition out of this Neptune in Pisces. And so yes, 2024 is going to be turbulent, it's going to be chaotic, and as I said, ways to navigate 2024, just to kind of sum it up and to kind of leave you with some sweet medicine, is that to navigate 2024, the first one I want to say is join your tribe. So we're not going to move through life if we do this alone in isolation. We need connection, we need humans, and we need community. So begin to find your community that's plugged into something that is regenerative, something that's connected to the land, to the elements, that's sustainable. Secondly, regulate your nervous system, moving out of fight, flight, freeze. having a spiritual practice. So I do a lot of my work on nervous system regulation, using your voice, connecting with the power of your voice frequency. If you're interested, I am doing my next 6-month mentorship in June, so you can reach out to me. So nervous system regulation. The third one is gratitude. Gratitude. Waking up every day and reminding yourself what you're grateful for. The fourth, education. Get yourself educated. Education is so important. When you have education, you have knowledge and the tools to navigate your life. And I'm talking about education around nervous system regulation, education about sustainable living, right? Education around finances, right? Money. All these different things, these very important, basic, grounded necessity things that we need to know. Getting educated also in astrology, getting educated in different ways of exchanging. Getting educated, yes, what is AI? How can I work with it? How can I navigate it? How can I work with currency, digital currency? So get plugged into the right community so that you can be informed and educated. The fifth thing is being connected to divine source love. I'm not talking about love, you know, a friendship love or a relationship love. I'm talking about this divine source love that we all come from, this universal love. Anything that is not love, you know, this universal love dissolvent. Anything that is not love just dissolves. So this pure love frequency, it's connection to source, connection to your core essence, this divine love will navigate you through 2024. Then I also had here connection to nature, so getting out into nature, working with water. The element of water is so important. We are made up of 80% water. Most of everything on this planet Earth is made up of water. Connect with water, nature. Clean living, clean, sustainable living. Look where you can clean up your health, your mind, your emotions, your physical body. And then the last one I wrote is forgiveness. So when we hold the energy of forgiveness for those people, our brothers and sisters who may be, you know, on a different path of their evolution, may we hold the energy of forgiveness. They do not know what they do. And that, that beautiful ho'oponopono of I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So forgiveness is so important to navigate 2024. So I'll sum those up. Join your tribe, community. Educate yourself. Connection to divine source love. Regulate your nervous system. Connection to nature. Gratitude, clean living, and forgiveness. So everyone, that is just a broad strokes of the energies that are happening for 2024. If you are interested in a unique reading for yourself, I would love to give you an overview of 2024 according to your chart. And I have a very special offer. I won't be doing single sessions anymore. It's going to be 2 sessions minimum, and this way we can work a lot deeper. So the first session will be an astrological reading, 1.5 reading around the overview for your chart for 2024, and then the second reading will be a 1.5 reading around implementation and integration. So how can we integrate, and what do you specifically want to manifest or to work on in your life or your business? And I will be helping you create a sort of implementation integration plan for you so that you can take that forward. So working with the spiritual energetics and then really bringing it into a grounded, practical approach for you to move forward with. And if you want more information, or to book a session, please follow the link below. All the information is in the description, as well as the cost and the pricing. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you, and would love to hear what your takeaways were and what stood out for you. And yeah, I'm wishing you all so much love and a prosperous, connected, and beautiful, abundant, enthusiastic 2024. So much love.